Marco Dominicans. I'm doing a slew of videos I'm going to post on YouTube. I'm not even going to view them. I'm just going to post them. And as all, and I'm drinking this beer. And I don't remember buying this beer. I remember that my father, I had a second beer. There's about two of them. I had a very negative experience on one. I was missing the second beer for a period of time. And I remember looking for it and I said, oh my God, what I wanted to do is freeze it in the refrigerator so that at some point I could toxicology it, because my allegation was something was in it that was not beer. That would cause, basically, I don't know, extreme anger, would cause, I had a perception issue, all kinds of things. I'm like, wait a minute, dude, that's not a beer. And I wanted to freeze it. But it was missing for a period of time. Then all of a sudden, this beer resurfaced. Shortly after, I would say maybe a couple of days after, or a week after. And again, I either bought that beer in September of 2009 or September in 2010. I watched the video. There has to be surveillance of me going to buy the beer, coming back, having the experience. I remember on that day I walked to get some enchiladas at a Mexican restaurant near this home. And I remember watching Jimmy Fallon and seeing Ben Affleck and Jimmy Fallon on this show. And I was crying. I remember I was crying. And I think I was being loud, saying, what's kind of going on here? What's happening to me? What's going on? Why am I treated bad medically? And all these things I was voicing. I remember going out into the living room to my grandmother and I said, you tell me right now what is happening. Be honest. I'm being harmed. Other than this, I remember grabbing her head in her neck. Now, I remember being aware of my strength, because I'm a very strong, for a little guy, I'm very strong, man. And even at that time, because I don't know, because I can't remember, is it September of 2009 or September 2010? I'm still strong at that point. I'm emaciated now. If you could actually see me in person, folks, I look kind of, if you would see me in person, you'd say, oh my gosh, man, you're like a skeleton. I don't show up like that on this video. I've lost all my muscle mass. But at that time, I was still pretty strong. But I was aware. I remember I was aware. And I remember grabbing my grandmother and I'm saying, you tell me right now what is going on. Be honest. I am being harmed in this situation. Is there some type of technology that you are aware of in here? What's going on with me medically and all kinds of things? That food tastes fun. I was just going through everything. I say, tell me right now. And I remember my grandmother looking down. And then my aunt came and she said, you're drunk and you're, and then I remember looking at her and I going back to my room. At that point, I think I saw Jimmy Fallon and Ben Affleck. And I remember my dad came to the door. I did the exact same. I remember grabbing his head, the same thing, and I said, you tell me right now what's going on. What's happening to me? This is illegal. This is unconstitutional. This violates every type of American value that you have. You tell me right now, remember. Anyway. But I was like, gosh, I was so aggressive to myself, because when I normally drink beer, folks, I'm a happy beer drinker. I'm a happy wine drinker. If I drink hard alcohol, I get a little bit more amped up. And that's what told me on that first. I said, wait a minute. Even the next day, I said to my Nina, something's not right with that beer, the first beer. Again, I'm not blaming. I don't know. Does it come from the originator or does it come after? Just like the other situation I had with the other beers. I'm asking a question. I would hate to be a manufacturer of a product to know that government intrusion unpackages your product and puts something in there that could harm somebody. I would want to know the answer to that. So I need help. I need your help as the manufacturer is it done at your facility prior or is it done after? And then what is the law? Because they repealed the packaging laws for beer and wine here in Arizona. So I'm asking a question. It's valid.